Hello everybody, Houston here. I hope you guys are doing well, having a great day or a great night. And before jumping to the charts, don't forget to smash the like button, share with your friends, subscribe as well. We are exchanging my knowledge for your time and both are precious. And let's jump into the charts. Just a second. Okay, so I already made a analysis on ZAC from A to Z, but before jumping into the last action, I want to check because a friend asked me about possible levels for the next bull run, and let's take a look at it. So let me draw all my lines, just 1 second. We can have a better idea. Without any lines, is not a big deal to make analysis. This is not only about support and resistance levels as well. Hold your head, cool your jets. It will take only a few minutes, maybe 1, 2. 600. And let's add another one for above. 4181. Okay, folks, so actually it is possible. Again, if you are already familiar with my method, I'm not going to judge the project or the coin. I'm going only to look at the numbers, okay? So we are presuming they are going to succeed, they are going to have success, or a working product that's going to solve real issues, okay? Right now, $53. It is possible to catch the previous highs. In my opinion, yes. And we all know there's only a few number of coins out there, which is a big deal, especially for the exchange, because at this point we don't have too much people selling ZAC other than the exchange itself. Okay, so let's take a quick look here. Also, as you guys know, I can't use my Fibonacci setup here, so I'm going to use it to draw it by hand. Okay, so just 1 second. And let me take out this guy here. No, leave it here. Okay, so let's measure always. I don't remember if I did it in the previous video. Okay, folks, so that's a 97, 94, almost a 98% retrace, which in my humble opinion was the bottom. Okay, so $19 in my humble opinion was the bottom. Okay, I don't believe we are going to make a lower low, another one, or even a double bottom. Okay, I strongly don't believe. A possible scenario here. Okay, so first let's go for the bigger picture, then we go into the last action and what we may expect for the coming days. If I'm not wrong, okay, like I said, I'm not going to judge the project, but this should be the proper way to look at this chart. Let me see what was the top here. Just 1 second. Uh, 59041. Okay, so the last trigger is 4181 for later bullish continuation. Okay, it's great. Let me address the next level. Just 1 second. Okay, so again, if I'm not wrong, uh, this can be the bigger picture for Zcash. I'm not saying it is. I'm saying it is possible to be. Okay, uh, and so this is going to be our. We are not going to acknowledge this guy here. Okay, because we know it was people, early guys taking profits, and not a big deal for the expansion and growth here. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to acknowledge this structure as the first one for the way up. Okay, right? So no news about it. And this one for the way down. And the whole is or can be the first step or the first structure. It is true that we don't know how far we can go, but again, if this is the first, we can end up with the second around this level in maybe a similar way. Okay, the proper way to measure is like this. Just a second. Mm, 4,000. Okay, let me do this. Just a second. I like straight numbers in straight lines. Hold on. Okay. So as you guys can see, let me draw another one here. So this range right here, we would be trading below 4,881 and above the previous one, okay, which is above 955, which was the previous all-time high. And the thing here is, let me take, so this scenario right here can be the 200% structure for later continuation, or in other words, can be the midway scenario. Okay, and so how this could even play out? We do another projection here. Just a second. So here I'm speculating about possible scenarios based on the growth. Okay, and so this one here, so it would be it should be a little forward, but there is no problem. Okay, it doesn't matter how it's going to play out or something like this, doesn't matter. That's not what we are going to look at. Okay, so forget for now the time frame. Okay, so let's say we make it a new all-time highs compared with the previous one, and then we chase the average price again before price discovery, which could be something like this, or even to the next level. That should be around the 10,000 range. And don't freak out about such levels, okay, because the only way for the growth here to be stopped is that regulations or lack of products in the project. Okay, so I'm not going to measure things that I don't have access, that we can touch. And we know, for example, if ZAC for example reach $90,000, Bitcoin is going to be way above the $100,000. Okay, so we are trying to match the numbers here for the whole market and not only for ZAC. And let me take out this guy here, also this one. So second, straight lines please. Okay, So this structure here, following my method that I used for stocks, forex, crypto, whatever, this would be the first step or the beginning or the bottom. Yes, believe me, this can be the bottom, okay, the whole scenario. And so the first one, and then the second one, and then maybe the third one, okay, because we don't know how the curve is going to work out. Let me see if I can find it. Yes. So the growth curve, we need more evidence because yeah, we need more candles, more data. But just for you guys to have an idea, okay, about the growth measured in progression, okay. So this is one example of how this can play out. I'm not saying it's going to play out this way. But let's make the line broader. Just 1 second. Yeah, so for the scenario that we just talked about, it could play out like this. Okay, this is just an idea of what we may expect, because I believe if something like this happens, most people are going to take profits here around this level. Be sure about it. Be sure. Only a few people, like 5% or 3%, will know what is going on, will understand, and they will make all the, the better profits, let's say, because they know the direction, okay? And so, again, even if you go like this and make a new high, even compared with the previous one that was profits as well, taking profits, we could be talking about 6,000 and 10,000. And I know the numbers are weird. I know there is no other people out there talking about such things and at specific price range. I know it may sound a bit crazy, but yeah, it's something that we are going to see how it's going to play out. So this method is 100% accurate for projects that succeed. Okay, this is nothing new. You can check all my previous videos and you will understand what I'm talking about. And again, this is a log chart, and it's somewhat forbidden, not accurate, to draw lines like this. Okay, won't work. That's not how we do it. So just a second. Yeah, so this is somewhat like this, okay? This is the proper way to draw such lines in a log chart, okay? But as you guys can see, they are not clear because we need more evidence. And this scenario right here, let me zoom just a second. So this scenario right here is can be the bottom in the bigger picture for ZAC, also like it was for other projects as well. Just a second. Yeah, so now let's take a quick look here on volume and OBV as well. We don't have ranging volume, and we have the decreased activity in buyer's volume, which is not the best scenario, but is not the worst as well. But okay, here we have great news, fantastic news. So the first guy here, give me the brush. Yeah, so again, our previous high right here, the previous of the previous one, already with a bullish divergence. The last one not with a bullish divergence, but it's inside, so it's bullish. Just a second. Yeah. So and this one here is just our next lower high, but we have a bullish divergence here, which is a big deal. Okay, so not for now, but for the coming weeks, maybe coming days, or even coming months, maybe 1 month, 2 or 3, or even December, if you are looking for the out season time frame. But yeah, it's looking great. Okay, it's looking fantastic. It's a big bullish divergence. Amazing to see. Now let's take a quick look on this scenario right here, and I'm going to show you something that's going to fit or not with this trend line, which is so far it's speculation. Okay, I'm speculating. Hold on. Okay, so for a similar scenario, which is not going to be a 100% move, so it doesn't matter even if we go a little above. Okay, it's still a lower high, and everything, any value behind the previous lower high is not a big deal. Okay, unless if the bulls are able to make a higher high, but it's still a lower high. Okay, but yeah, so I am expecting a pullback in the crypto market. Okay, so for everything, not only for ZAC or Bitcoin, no, everything. So let's say this scenario right here, it's over. Okay, this is it. We are not going anymore up beyond this level. What we can do here, just a second. So again, I will presume this scenario is true, and I'm going to show you what we may expect if it is true. I don't know if the Fibonacci setup will work here, but let's see. Okay, so not bad. Let me see if it's going to break. Okay, so just a second. So we can expect, in other words, it is possible to have a move at 27, which would be a higher low. So it's still a big deal, it's still bullish. But in my humble opinion, I don't believe we are going to see any move at 27, okay? It is more likely to stop at $33, which is still in the range for the golden mini, okay? And so this scenario here will give us also a higher low compared with the previous one, which is bullish, okay? And maybe this line will be better, but it's still based on speculation, because we need at least 3 points. Okay, so 1, 2, and maybe 3 here. Because how this is going to follow? Next higher low, right? Then we are going to make a higher high compared with the previous one, and then half retrace, go up, beat the previous one, half retrace, we go, beat the previous one. And this should be a healthy way to keep going up. Okay, it is true that we can develop even more bigger structures for later bullish continuation, but doesn't matter. The fundamentals for the whole picture is this: high high, high low, high high, high low, consolidation before high high, then we keep going. Okay, let me clean this guy here, just a second. Okay, so this range right here, in the other hand, this one is to measure all the behavior inside this range. Okay, so here we are going to try to find the average price for the whole range, and to check how we behave inside the golden mean as well. Yeah, it's going to break, so let me see if I can work this way. Just 1 second, otherwise the Fibonacci won't be accurate. Let's see. Okay, so like this first, then we jump into the other chart. So the first level that we are looking, that we should look at right now is 239, okay? And don't forget that in between we have another key level, which is 127. And as you guys can see, we already had a lot of action at this range. Okay, so before we talk about 239, we talk about 127 first. That's going to be our keystone for to take out all the previous lower highs. And this is going to be a big move. The first big move, or the first step before talking about other levels like this, for example. Okay, that's the kind of behavior that we are looking for. A second. Yes. So now let's take a look on the shorter time frames. Let's go into the daily. So for this one, I think we can use the other chart. Just a second. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, so for this one, I'm going from body to body, otherwise the numbers won't be accurate. Okay, and as you guys can see, so far we end up rejecting on the 780, which is $58, and this kind of pattern here, it's not clear at all. Okay, but again, it is possible to close above 5080, and then we will look for the average price on this range, that is around $66 and $65, okay, and it would be still a lower high. Okay, and like I said, this can be the top or even here, and that's going to be a step-by-step process. Okay, we don't have any bigger clue for now. Let's take a look on the 4 hours. It's somewhat, but it's still not clear, descending pattern. Okay, even if we go from here, doesn't matter how we draw, it's not going to change the nature. So descending pattern, which suggests that we may still have some room to keep going. Okay, and then the question is going to be how much we can keep going. So we keep tracking ZAC to see how this will play out. And yeah, so guys, I think this is it for now. Let me take a quick look here on the chat. Just 1 second. Joshua, hey Winston, thanks. You're welcome, my friend. Future boy, hello, brother. Hello. G-Bag, hello, friend. Golden Rachel hit most of the time, I believe in. So those are levels that will be always activity around. Always up, down, all the time, in different time frames as well. So we are always coming back to those levels. G. Oi, Wilson, thanks. Please keep up the good and quality work. You are helping a lot, and I will seriously consider joining your Discord group in the near future. You are welcome, my friend. Thanks for the support. Thanks for the comments as well. Coral Whitehead, thank you. You are welcome, my friend. Johnny, never thought I'd find myself loving a bit of chart analysis in the evening. Cheers, Wilson. I'm glad to know, Matt. Thank you. So, guys, this is it for now. I will try to cover another coin or token today. And yeah, so this is it for now. Thank you very much. Thanks for your time. Thanks for your patience. Let me see, there's another one. How can one join the Discord group? Do I have to pay to get in? Yes, the Champions Club, it's a private group. I charge 120 US dollars monthly. Okay. You can send me a message on Twitter for more details. Just type a random message and tag me, and I will answer you as soon as possible. Okay, guys, so this is it. For now, this is it. Thanks again. Smash the like button, and I will see you guys soon. See ya.